even though I overslept again, I think this has been the best session I've had yet. And you'll see why. However, I will explain right now. So, as the title says, I've noticed improvements in my shoulders. And this was particularly during the, I was going to say starfish plank. Yeah, it is the starfish plank. I noticed this particularly during the starfish plank because yesterday I was feeling an aching sensation in my shoulders whilst I was doing it. However, today none of that happened. I did not experience that at all during my starfish plank today. I instead only felt my core working when this was happening. So there's that, and then there's also the push-ups. So yesterday I did 10. I was either 10 or 9 from my memory, and today I certainly did 20. So I did, you'll see, I did 10 unbroken, even though I did have some pauses there. And then I did 6, and then I realized that I could do more. So I did an extra 3 on camera, but because I wanted to get to the 20 mark, and I just couldn't be bothered to set up, I decided that I'd do 1 more off camera. So that takes me to 20 push-ups in total for today's session. And I also thought of doing some skipping as well, skip rope, which I may actually do after recording this because it's something different. And not only that, it will also take me outside. It will allow me to experience. It will allow me to get outside and get some sun and some cool air, which I really will. Yeah, I'm certainly going to do that after I finish this recording. I realised that I was able to do more after doing the 6 push-ups after the first set of 10, because I just found it too easy. So I decided to do more, got 3 done, and then on the 4th one, my chest just couldn't take it, or I just couldn't push myself back up. So I did 3 in a row, and then, as I said, I did 1 off camera. Earlier I said, even though I overslept, this has probably been the best session yet. So I'm going to talk about just that, my oversleeping. So I went to bed at around 8 last night, and then I'd say I fell asleep at around 9. That was great. That was how I wanted it to be. However, I woke up at around 20 to 2, feeling refreshed, but I thought it was way too early to be getting up and doing planks, so went back to sleep. The 5 a.m. alarm went off, still stayed in bed, and then I finally got up at 10 to 9 this morning. It was like my body kicked me out of bed, because I was staying in bed for so long that I just couldn't take it anymore. So it was like I had to get up. Now let's talk about this plank challenge. So I did it a bit differently today. When I was doing it, a thought popped into my mind. I thought maybe I should have a 1 minute break between, after 3 exercises. So that would be 1.5 minutes after a 1.5 minutes worth of work. So every 90 seconds I would be having a 1 minute break. And it seems like I was able to get through the challenge easier because I was having those breaks instead of expecting myself to just go through it completely in one go, unbroken. And as you can see, if you look in previous videos, that didn't happen because I'm not at that level yet. My body's not at that level yet where I've been doing it for so long, where that's just easy. I can go through the entire challenge unbroken. That point in time will come, but just not yet. It just hasn't been long enough. Very early on in the video, I said that my starfish plank abilities improved. And going back to that, I was saying I felt my core working instead of my shoulders this time, and this is the case for. This has been the first time that's happened, and this makes me think that my shoulders have become stronger after doing it for a while now. It's only been 9 days, but it seems like that's been enough for me to see improvements in my shoulder strength. I've never felt anything. I've never felt a core exercise like how I did for the starfish plank today. If I felt like I felt all of my core working, and I certainly want to feel that feeling again because it was nice. It was different. As for the elbow planks, that come after the starfish planks, I did have to push myself through, even though I was thinking of stopping during this time. But that was it was alright. I was able to push myself through it. I don't think there has been a time where I haven't been able to push myself through it. There may be a time like that in the future when I keep on progressing and I go through all of it, pretty much all of it unbroken, and then I break just at the last half minute. That may happen. But I was able to push through the elbow planks in the plank challenge fine. Speaking about side planks, I talked about that yesterday, and I made a note that I was putting my left hand down onto the floor because I was finding it quite difficult to do it, but that wasn't the case yesterday. So I'd say, with that in mind, my right side planks was better than yesterday. I would also say I improved today in the sense that I didn't want to quit at the arm raises stage, as I have done for the past couple of days. This could be because I was trying to take on too much, in the sense I was trying to do all of the plank challenge without stopping whilst I was starting. But today, as I said, I took 1 minute breaks every 90 seconds. Having these 1 minute breaks every 90 seconds made it easier for me, as it seems like it's allowed me to take the challenge on in more manageable chunks, which could be why I didn't want to quit during the arm raises stage. Now let's talk about the 3 sets of 70-second planks I did today. During the first set, I was shaking a lot. I was shaking a lot less than when I was doing it in the past, especially when I was starting. I know that in the far past, way before doing this challenge, my core has always found it a challenge to be able to do planks because it was that weak, because I wasn't training it. I wasn't training it consistently. But now I'm at a stage where I can not only start with planking without shaking pretty much at all, I can now push myself through short planks. For example, these 3 sets of 1 minute 10-second planks. For the most part, during this first set, I felt my core working. However, when I dropped to the floor, I also felt my back working. I think it was my lats instead of my spine or anything like that. I think my back is also getting stronger when doing this, as if I'm not mistaken, your lats are also a part of your core. It's not just your abs. Another thing I'd note is I also felt my left shoulder aching when I was writing notes for today, so I could talk about what's gone on. During my second set of 70-second planks, I was having thoughts that I've never had before. In my head, I was thinking, this isn't fair. Why do I have to train every day when others don't? Firstly, it's not by force. It's not like someone's putting a gun to my head and I'm being forced to do these planks. It's not that. It's because I'm doing these every day because I want to do them every day, and I want to see my body transform and also my life transform, and hence I'm doing this every day consistently and uploading every day consistently. That's why I do it every day. And not only that, but this is what I want to do. It's not like I'm doing this against my will. So I don't even know why I was thinking this isn't fair. But just in the moment, I think it just could be in the moment. It is It's a challenge. It's a challenge that I'm making longer each day, and that could be why I was having those thoughts. As the previous clip said, this is the second set of 70-second planks, and I think I could have been shaking more in this set than in the third set of 70-second planks, because I was having those thoughts of, this isn't fair, why am I doing this every day when other people aren't? A whole load of nonsense, honestly. But I can understand that my body's finding it difficult, and hence I could be having those thoughts for that reason. It could be possible that how you think determines how you do the plank. In this case, as you can see right now, I was shaking a lot because I was having those thoughts of, this isn't fair. Why am I doing this every day when other people aren't? So I'd say they certainly can they can connect and grow off each other, meaning the more I have those thoughts, the more my body shakes, and the more my body shakes, the more I can have those sorts of thoughts. As for the third set of planks, I don't remember exactly the sorts of thoughts that I was thinking like I did for the second set, but I knew that I wanted to change my way of thinking because I was thinking, this isn't fair, and I thought that way of thinking didn't really serve me. So I decided to change my way of thinking, but I don't remember exactly how. However, as for the plank itself, I felt my lats working in the very last 5 seconds of the 70-second plank. So from 1 minute 5 seconds to 1 minute 10 seconds, I was starting to feel my back work. I thought of stopping at the 48-second mark, but although that was the case, I kept on pushing and I was able to do it just fine. However, if I didn't stop pushing and I quit then that could have meant that I also didn't do the other sets and I didn't do the push-up. I didn't do the other, that could have meant I didn't do the other set of planks, nor the push-ups. However, as I said, kept on pushing, and I beat my limiting thoughts, really. My limiting thoughts saying that I should stop at the 48-second mark. I knew it was 48 seconds to be exact because I have my watch, so that's how I know I'm doing this a certain amount of time each set. I'm looking right at that when I'm doing my planks every time, but it automatically turns off. So if I do want to check how long I've gone for, then I have to turn the watch on. I usually do this at around 40 to 50 seconds. But I think as I go for longer, that will change. Now, as for the push-ups, which you'll now see, I aim to do 10 reps unbroken. I was able to do 7 with proper form, and then one of them I didn't count because my nose didn't touch the floor. So I did 8 in total, but I think I did 7 with proper form, as you're about to see now. I was able to do them fairly fast at the start, as you can see. Not only that, but compared to yesterday, my wrist didn't hurt as much or at all after doing the push-ups. So it could be that my wrists are now stronger, if that's even possible, because it's got more used to the pressure. I'm not sure if that's a thing, but it could be. After doing the 10 reps, I wanted to do another 5, which you'll see in my second set of push-ups. I was able to do 6 without stopping. So after doing that, I got up to turn the camera off, but I decided that I found that too easy, as I said very early on in the video. So I made the decision to do another 4, so I'd get to 20. I did 3. I did an extra 3, and then I did another one off camera again, as I said. which is a major improvement from yesterday because I did 10, but now I've done double that. And I plan to keep on doing more than 10 from now on because I clearly can. I am now going to change what I talk about from reviewing today's session to explaining some things I have on my mind at the moment. One of those things will be talking about my physique, which you'll see now. This is a photo I took of myself today. Yes, I can see my abs a little when I push my stomach in, as I've done in this photo, but that's not enough. If I were to tell myself, if I were to be told that I'd be saying this 4 months into my body transformation journey when I was looking like this, I probably wouldn't believe it. This is what I looked like on day 1 of my body transformation journey, as I may have said, on the 21st of August 2021. However, I do genuinely believe that my efforts in terms of what I've eaten for the past few days haven't been enough, and my results won't stick if I carry on eating in this unhealthy way. For example, for breakfast today, I had some chocolate wafer sweets. I had 2 of them, and I had a toast sandwich just with some butter and some salad cream on there. This is that, and eating in such a way is exactly how you can put on a lot of body fat because it's low protein. And because that's the case, when you eat in a low protein way, or from my personal experience anyway, it's not satiating, and hence I could very easily overeat calories wise, which means you put on a lot of body fat. Now, because I know this and I've experienced in the past, excluding today, of eating low protein and the fact that makes it doesn't fill me up as much as eating high in protein does, I'm going to go shopping very, very soon. I plan to go shopping tomorrow and buy foods that are on my meal plan that increase my energy levels and keep my stomach slim, instead of the polar opposite as I've done for the past few days. In other words, I'm not going to be eating those sandwiches or those chocolates anymore that lower my energy levels and would make me have a big belly if I kept on eating them over the span of weeks and months. Another thing that I'd like to talk about is my sleep. I know I'm really doing what it takes to be able to both get to bed early and get up early so I can do these planks and other things. However, as during today and yesterday, I did oversleep, but I'm going to put that behind me and move forward, instead of thinking, I overslept this day on this day and on this day. It's just, I don't think it's worth it, because if I keep on thinking that, then I may just carry on getting that, which is exactly what I don't want. So I'm going to put it behind me and instead just think about going to bed at 8, falling asleep at 9, and then waking up at 5, as I'd actually like to, because that's what I want. I want to be able to get up early and do the planks and then do everything else comfortably, instead of oversleeping and not doing things how I'd want to. The last extra thing I'd like to talk about is my future plans in terms of how much footage I put out each day. It may be more of a challenge, seeing as I have other things to do other than just the plank challenge, to be able to put out all of this footage. For example, the 5-minute plank challenge, the 3 sets of planks, and then the push-ups as well, and also to be able to edit all of that and give a voiceover. It may be challenging to do all of that and also do the other things that I have in my life. So I may just post my planks, my 3 sets of however many seconds footage, and I may just post 1 set of that, so it's easier for me to do for now. And then if I need to start waking up earlier to upload, to be able to create the footage, edit it and upload it, then I will. And that also mean doing that will mean I'll be able to provide more footage and do the other things I have in my life. So I may need to wake up earlier. However, for now, I'm going to take it easy on myself and just do the 1 set of planks. That's what I'll do for now. And then, as I said, I'm repeating myself at this point. As I said, I'll just keep on building and building on how much footage I record, edit, and post. But that is it for now. I will see you in the next one. Peace.